In your opinion, what are some of the leading issues and concerns for store owners today?
I think the biggest issue that I've been struggling with and trying to understand how am I going to really navigate around this is the cost of things. COVID really, while COVID, believe
Yeah.
it or not, and I hate to say it because COVID was a horrific thing, which, obviously impacted and a lot of people lost their lives globally. But for the laundromat industry, I think it really put us on a pedestal. It put us in the limelight. I think a lot of people now, we were in the news and people were always like, laundromats, what are laundromats? What do they even do? And now it's like, oh my God, laundromats are amazing. They're COVID proof. They were able to stay open and things like this. But I think what it did for as far as, the cost of building a laundromat, the cost of machines, we're talking about things have gone up 3 or 4 times. And unfortunately, we're in an industry where, I could raise my machines a quarter. I could maybe raise it 2 quarters. But, it's not like we can, you go into a restaurant now, and I remember my wife and I, we would go out to eat dinner, and maybe pre-COVID, it would cost us $50 for the both of us, at a decent restaurant. Now it's $100 a person, with, like no matter what restaurant you're at, it's gonna be $100 a person. It's just it's simple, and sometimes it's obviously a lot more than that. So in certain industries, we were able to kind of say, all right, well, the cost of our resources tripled. So you know what, we're gonna triple what we charge. Unfortunately, with the clientele that we're dealing with, these people are literally living check to check. They're not gonna, and this is for them. Going out to eat is not a necessity, it's a luxury, right? You don't have to go out to eat. Washing your clothes is a necessity. It's not like you can say, well, I'll just skip doing laundry this week, because I can, you can't. And so, unfortunately, we're not able to really meet the same level of inflation or pricing that has gone up. So it's been a struggle. I just built my most recent. We just actually had the grand opening this past Sunday for my newest location in Patterson, New Jersey, and the location before that was only 3 years ago. And in 3 years, I literally have paid triple for my machines that I paid for my location. And so it's tough because you have a lot more debt services now and you have a lot more costs, and even construction has gone up. And so, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if there can be some kind of regulation as it comes to, I wish we can go to utility companies and say, look, let's work something out with the industry. You guys, this is killing us. It's one thing if you're raising your utility prices for a single homeowner, because what's their electric bill going to go through from $100 to $120? Okay, not the end of the world, but they can handle it. But for us, you're talking about thousands of dollars, and so I wish there was something that can happen in the future where there's some kind of price regulation so that we're not the ones that are, paying for it and everybody else is just kind of making out like a bandits.